Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
Today tastes like a home game. Like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat. And like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team. And it never tasted this good.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
Ankle sprains are one of the most common sports injuries, with an estimated 25,000 occurring every day in the United States. Sprains can happen with any sport, including just walking across the yard. Ankle sprains are most common in ball sports such as basketball, soccer, volleyball, and others. As with any injury, your body quickly sends blood to start healing the process, which leads to the swelling. Rest, ice, compression, elevation, known as RICE, is a good way to treat an ankle sprain. This decreases the swelling, lessens your pain, and allows your body to heal the injury. Studies have shown that the sooner you return to activity, the better and typically the faster you will recover. Depending on the amount of injury to the ligaments, it may be days, weeks, or even months to return to high-intensity sports. Sometimes recovery may be slow, but if it gets better day by day or week by week, you are on the right path. If the ankle seems to stop improving and you just can't get back to your activities, then it's time to come see us at the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. Remember, our story is you.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to work out some technical difficulties here for you right now. The match has started. Just can't get that camera feed to work. It worked perfectly during the women's match, but unfortunately that's not the case right now here in the men's as we're getting things started here in the early goings of this one. as we're going to try to continue to get that camera working up top, as that shot is too high and no good. And I'm going to step away from the play-by-play right now and let y'all listen to some Nat sound as we try to get this situated.
Hey, Gage, Ian. Hey, if their outside center backs are going to carry, go, go, go.
Hey, Connor, make sure you get that ball off quick, yeah? Connor. That's for you. Got nothing. Got you.
Go on, Russell.
Tight! Now it's going again. Go ahead. Get you, Joel. Connor, watch that. You there. Thank you, sir. Good job, Lloyd.
Hey, Owen, if what you like's not there, keep going with it, okay? Gage it in. Get set. Come on. Go on in, go on in. Nice, now Connor.
Go on, Joel.
Connect! Face it.
Put it in.
Gotta get that in.
Good job, White.
No.
Good job, White.
Caden, service next time. Hey, find your mark. Let's go. Hey.
Barnes.
Let's be careful with 25. You see him, Connor.
Connor, tell Ethan.
Ethan. Just know he's there. You're fine.
Yeah, swap the scoreboard. Made on Horde. Slide White. Good Barnes. And I'm back.
Organize, Gunner. Be better. Come on.
Yes, Gunner, win
Get
here.
rid of that.
Yes, Gunner. Back in now.
Relax.
Back in now.
Get back.
Go ahead, Joel. No turn. Time. Connect. Good. Come on, Matt. Yes, Barnes.
Make up for it. And organize again defense. Caden, careful. Up and high. Drop in, Caden. Joel, you be ready. Cheat up.
Go ahead, Joel. Joel, go. Hey, check him down here. I can't follow that. Look at Gage. Go ahead, Gunner. Great job, White. Good boys.
Hey, guys, you're going to have to play that ball a little bit more behind you. Your organization was fine. Aiden, be listening. They're bringing the second one. One comes outside. Gunner's not going to the second. You got to go. Six is getting the ball with the third runner. Gunner.
Go here, steady. Other side. Soren. Hey, trap me here. Hey, careful here, White.
Slide over, Caden. Soren. Caden, slide over.
They're playing. Come on.
Now you're up. Drop in, Joel. We got to bring Caden back, Soren.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the technical difficulties there, having to get the cameras and everything switched out. So we do appreciate those that listened in the dark, I guess you can say.
Win it back and we go again. Come on, win it back. Connor, watch your
Yes, Joel, you're in, buddy.
line,
Joel,
Connor.
he's there. Aiden behind you, number 10. Caden, back in. Joel, cheat.
Connor, get him up. Up.
Miller, watch six.
So there's no scores. We had to switch out our scoreboard camera for this camera here. ICC and Northwest here in the men's action. Coming up on 35 minutes to go here in the first half. This ball sent over the top, but a nice play there by the keeper from Northwest to come up and make a play on the ball. For those that are joining us, maybe looking for volleyball, it's over on the Blue Channel. We do encourage you to check that out on that side of things. This ball sent ahead. Now here comes an opportunity for the Indians here on the far or near side. Try to go on the cross, but a beautiful play defensively to take away that opportunity. As that was Russell Brown, who, by the way, was named MACCC Offensive Player of the Week for the conference for his play last week. He'll be eligible for national honors to be announced, I believe, tomorrow by the NJCAA. So a corner kick coming up here for the Indians. Lashley steps into that one and just didn't get a good angle on it as it was sharply kicked that time. Just didn't get enough air underneath it. And that's kind of what he was motioning that time as he came back to his teammates saying, I got to get some more air underneath that one. So it'll be a goal kick coming up here for the Rangers. No score here coming up on 34 minutes to play.
Second runner. Good, better talking.
So this ball sent ahead over the top, but just a little bit too far. Good idea, just couldn't quite get on top of it that time to find Lashley streaking down the field. Rangers in their all-white kits. Indians in the red kits. Got a little white trim to it as well. This one's going to be sent ahead. Indians trying to get something going here and goes with the back heel touch, and the Rangers find it, but then leave it right back to Lashley, who strikes and a save. So a dangerous situation there as Northwest kind of took a poor touch. Indians were able to get a strike, but just could not send that one home. Well, if you're just now joining us, it was a outstanding match in the women's contest, as 2-0 was that final score in favor of Northwest. So if you're a Northwest fan, that was outstanding. For ICC, you would like to see a better result. But it was just a hard-fought match between two of the top teams in the country. Indians and Rangers, conference matchup here in the nightcap. Again, if you're just now joining us and looking for the volleyball match, it's on the Blue Channel. And so the Rangers with it. A little fancy footwork there, trying to get it cleared out. This one sent ahead, deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians. So it'll be a throw in here. Scramble for it, and the Indians find it, but then they just lose it right back to the Rangers. So Northwest trying to squeeze this one ahead. Deflected away, but the Rangers able to keep it. Now looking to go across the middle. Opportunity here for the Rangers. Tough defense to force them back out to reset. This one deflected away, and the Rangers will keep it once again. Just weaving his way through traffic. Finds somebody, but nicely deflected out there by Josh Hodgson. Now the Indians just trying to get over the top of the defense. Looking for number 25, Ian Thomas, but nothing there for the Indians. Good job getting back defensively by the Rangers. The Rangers are going to bring it back up to midfield. push this one ahead with 31 minutes of play here until halftime. Sending this ball forward and trying to go, and it's going to end up being a goal kick coming up here for the Indians.
Slide, Joel. Let's work.
Come on, midfield, help me there.
Come on, mid. We got to drop here. Aiden, drop. Mary back, Joe. Hit it. You have to accept the goal there.
So trying to help them get volleyball rolling over there from here. So it was a shot by 13, Reed Connerly for the Indians. Now ICC's got an opportunity here, letting it settle on the near side, looking to strike, looking to go back post. Oh, just a little bit too tall, but it should be a corner kick coming up here for the Indians. Good idea, maybe a little too unselfish that time by ICC, as Brown was looking to go for the back post on the cross that time, but now to become a corner kick coming up here for the Indians. Difficult to pick up those small numbers on the front of the chest for the Indians as this one's sent on its way. Header, no, cleared out there by the Rangers. So that was number 8 that sent in that corner kick. That was Dearsley. As the ball goes out of bounds, it'll be a goal kick coming up here for the Rangers. Just a miscue there on the part of the Rangers as the ball goes out of bounds back to the Indians. Still no score. There's 28 minutes and 30 seconds to go here until halftime. We do apologize once again for the technical difficulties at the beginning as we had to switch out some cameras to get everything going in this one. So a foul on the Indians. Free kick coming up here for the Rangers. A nice foot put into this one. Header's cleared out there by the Indians, but it stays with the Rangers. Now Northwest trying to give chase here. ICC trying to get it back, but the Rangers, good hustle on the part of number 7, Thorson, to be able to get that one back, but ICC eventually steps in front of it as that's Aiden Belk that takes it away. The Indians now in transition, trying to go over the top of the defense. Lashley going to charge in. Keeper's going to come up and see what they're going to call this on. They're going to call time here. Lashley is down on the pitch. Looks like Northwest is pleading their case here, and looks like this may be on the Rangers here. So it'll be a PK coming up here for the Indians. Coach Sullivan wants to discuss things with the referee here. And it looks like we'll have to wait a second for the official to talk with Coach Sullivan of Northwest, and his pleas falling on deaf ears. So it'll be a PK and an opportunity for the Indians to strike first in this one. The ICC player refuses to turn so we can see his number. And it is going to be Lashley sending that one home. And the Indians take a 1-0 advantage here with 27:11 to go. So Lashley sends that one home off of PK.
Hey, let's go. Get in. Let's go. Hey, boys, it ain't over. Come on. Josh, keep the level high. Let's go. Heads up. Come on, boys.
And so it'll be a First American National Bank kick to reset things here for the Rangers. Again, the Rangers in all white, the Indians in red in this contest.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
And this one's go over the top. Good kick, and they're just going to let this one clear back to the keeper.
Set off.
Again, I'm going to apologize real quick. I'm going to have to see if I can remote in and help my guys over there at volleyball right now.
Good stories. Out. Stop running. Yes, Joel. 5 feet now. Turn.
And if you're looking for volleyball, happen to be here right now, it is on the Blue channel. Let's go ICCTV.com/blue. As the Indians had another opportunity there, just couldn't quite send that one home.
Let's go, Joel. Turn it fast. Dave, you can't have that easy. Second ball here. Second ball here. Yes, sir. Second ball. Tight. Get out there. By yourself. Come on, Matt. Cut in.
Hey, you should be. Joel should be tight.
Patience. Take the corner. Yes.
So I believe we got everything squared away
Let's go.
over at volleyball right now for that crew. I think Michael Upton is going to have the play-by-play on that. So I'll try to monitor it as we go here. We do have a corner kick coming up, as this is going to be number 10. That's going to be Burton getting set to send this one on its way. So that one sent just a little bit too far that time. Now the Indians with it, trying to get it out here on the near side, and they do so. This is Deersley with it now, wanting to reverse the pitch on the opposite side. Opportunity here for the Indians, but a great defensive play there on the part of Young to take away what looked to be a pretty good opportunity there for the Indians. Now ICC strikes from distance, a hard shot, but a nice save there by the Rangers. So 1-0 is the score in favor of the Indians. 23:45 to go here in the contest. As the Rangers with the ball at midfield. This ball still controlled by the Rangers, so they're going to back it back out and reset the attack.
Stay here.
So get some substitutions in. I'm missing who all came into that situation for both teams, is once again trying to help get things squared away. So the Indians with it now on the far side of the pitch, looking to go to work. This ball's deflected away, and the Rangers will get it back. This one squeezed ahead, 1-0, ICC with the lead, 22:30 to go here until halftime. We'll try to check in on the volleyball match at halftime, if possible, as this one's sent on its way. Header is too tall, but they're going to call interference. And so Ranger coach is not necessarily happy with that because they thought the same thing happened on the other end with the Indians that turned into a PK. So this ball's going to be popped up and out of bounds. They're going to say it will stay with the Indians.
Connor, we'll take it there.
So the Indians getting set to throw this one in. This one's in across the middle, broken up there by the Rangers. Here comes the opportunity for the Indians, but saved again. Another strong foot on the ball that time with the Indians. Did a great job of blocking that one up. I believe it was 3 Walters. Yes, it was Walters that had that shot that time. Now the Indians with it once again. Looking to go backside to Lashley. Lashley pops it forward, but the Rangers were there to take it, but they're taken away by Brown. Brown gets by the defender, but a nice job there coming in, hustling up on the defensive side by Sandoval to be able to break that one up and create a corner opportunity here for the Indians.
Miller, careful with that near post. Miller, careful with that near post. They have that backside runner.
So it'll be 8 to send in this one for the Indians. This is going to be Deersley on the corner attempt. This one sent ahead. Header is blocked up and saved again, as that was 15 Brown on the attempt, and a couple of Rangers ran into each other, but luckily ran into each other going after the ball and kept it from going in that time. So disaster avoided there for the Rangers. This ball's going to be squeezed ahead, and the Indians are going to step in front of it and take it away, but sent right back to the Rangers. Mad scramble for the ball, and the Rangers eventually come away with it, trying to go through traffic. The Indians clear it up, and they're eventually going to stop play, and the referees are going to come in and say that's enough. Mouthing, I guess you can say, as there's some words exchanged between the two teams, and the referees had enough, so he wanted to bring it to everyone's attention to please refrain from popping off at the mouth, I think is the unofficial referee terminology for that. So it's going to be a free kick coming up here for the Rangers. 18:40 and counting here. ICC leading this one 1-0.
Hey, Soren, take that one. Ethan, clean up. Bounce out, you get it.
This one's sent ahead, and it's just a little bit too tall over the head of the intended Ranger player that time, as we'll get some substitutions coming into the match. For ICC 22, that is Eli Kitchens coming into the contest. For the Rangers, 17 is in for 20. That's Caples entering for Sandoval. And then 4 for 19, that is going to be Resser for Smith, and then checking out for the Indians is number 15, Russell Brown. Those substitutions being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They meet Monday nights at 7:07 Everyone invited to come worship there with the ICC BSU. 1-0, still your score. 17.5 to play here until halftime. That one sent inside by the Indians, but another great save there by the keeper, Thompson. So again, that was off the foot of Walters. He's had a couple of good shots on frame tonight, just haven't been able to sneak that one home. And foul on the Indians, and see if the referee's going to call an injury timeout here as the young man from the Rangers grabbed his foot, but he seems to be okay. He's going to try to limp this one off here in this case, as that was Thorson that was shaken up on the play. Good to see him be able to walk that one off. This one sent on the way, and a fair catch called and taken that time by Mahan. Coming up on 16 minutes of play, 1-0. Indians with the lead and the opportunity here, but a nice job being physical and just going to clear that one back and out of bounds, as that was number 2, Young, coming in to take and clean things up there. For the Indians, checking in is going to be number 14, that's Kyle Morris, 21, Makai Castro, and number 9, Mario El Sheikh. Checking out is going to be 25, Ian Thomas, 10, Gage Lashley, and number 2, Owen Anforth. Those substitutions being brought to you by Bank Okolona. John Herron and Company, proud to sponsor ICC Athletics here on the ICC Sports Network. Bank Okolona, they've got a new location in Tupelo over in the Medical District. So the Indians with the ball now. They lead at 1-0, coming up on 15 minutes of play until halftime. This one goes forward, still being fought for. Rangers let it settle, but the Indians find it, try to send it ahead, but the Rangers in the right spot at the right time to take that one away. Rangers got to be careful with those short passes that close to the goal, and the Indians can take it away, and that's what they do. And the referee says play on after the Indian player being taken to the ground. So the Rangers have it, trying to weave their way through traffic, but El Sheikh takes it away. It's deflected as he tried to get it on the cross that time, and the ball's going to go back to midfield, and the Indians will take it over there. That's Dearsley with it now. Dearsley looking to go to work. Didn't like what he sees, so he's going to send it back and reset the offense through Hodgson. Trying to go over the top, looking for Castro. Not there, taken away by the Rangers. Now the ball coming towards midfield. And that ball's going to go out of bounds, and it will stay with Northwest. Again, if you're looking for volleyball, it's over on the Blue Channel. Be sure and go by and check it out there. This ball still being fought forward. It's going to fire, and too tall and wide that time.
Keep him in front of you, Miller. Keep him in front of you, Miller. Hey, second ball here. Aiden, drop in. Aiden, drop in. Aiden, drop in. Miller, 8.
Still 1-0 here. 12:45 to go until halftime. We'll try to check in on the volleyball match going on over there, trying to get that scoreboard figured out as well. Just, I don't know what happened. Like when the 4 o'clock hour hit, it's been the bewitching hour for our equipment. And just lost the handle on it at that time. It's going to go out of bounds, be a goal kick coming up here for the Indians. They lead it 1-0. Coming up on 12 minutes now left until halftime. We had to switch our scoreboard camera out here in order to get a camera to work. So all of a sudden our main camera went out.
Miller! Hey, Miller! JT, cheat now! Up the line.
Over the top, looking to go to Mario El Sheik. El Sheik trying to get by the defender, does so. Fires, but another great save. Nice job there once again by Thompson. He has been solid. This contest could be easily a 3-0 contest right now, but Thompson keeping it a 1-0 contest in favor of the Indians with some impressive play inside the net. Be another corner kick coming up here for the Indians as it'll be Deersley getting set to send this one on its way.
Hey, mark up your white!
This one's sent. Header's going to be popped up tall and out of bounds. Last touch by the Indians, so it'll be a goal kick coming up here for for Northwest.
Come on, white! Come on, white! Go ahead, McCall, 9-4. Seconds. Backside. Good, JT. Get on now. Turn. Hey, no back, no back.
This ball sent forward and the Indians take it away. Mind you, if you're away from your computer, you can keep up with in-game updates.
There we go. We're gone.
Because now here comes the Rangers. You can keep up with in-game updates by following us on Twitter at Let's Go ICC. Great defensive play that time. Walters takes that one away. But the Rangers able to get it back, though. But then the Indians step in front of it. Now drops it off to Castro. Castro's going to let it settle. And the Indians are going to reverse the pitch on the far side. He'll shake with it. Lets it settle now. Wants to take his guy one-on-one. And that one's deflected. And the Rangers going to clear it back to midfield.
Step up, boys! Step up! Quickly!
So 1-0, still your score. Inside 9 minutes to play now here. This ball popped up a mile high. Can of corn there, but nobody caught it. As the ball just bouncing around. Nobody really wanted the ball that time as the Rangers eventually come away with it.
Keep going, Barnes. Connect now! Connect now!
Now want to come out to the wide side. This is going to be Roth with it. Roth looking to go to work one-on-one. Indians get back and settle defensively. Roth looking for someone to help. Nobody there, so he's just going to send it back to the middle. That's going to be Rushing with it now. Rushing wants to go out wide a little bit. Off on the angles of the Indians, though. We're going to give them a favor. That one's just going to be cleared out. Didn't know that the Ranger player would have been able to get to it in time, so a break there for Northwest. Got about 8 minutes to go now until halftime. Remind you that we'll take a brief break, check in on volleyball for a little while, and see how things are going over there.
Watch the low throw! Gunner, get out!
This ball is just simply returned to sender as it goes back into the ditch. Busy day of sports. Do want to remind everyone that we'll have Coach Mark Potter coming to speak tomorrow night at the Davis Event Center here. That's going to be at 7 o'clock. The event is open and free to the public as there is a player down for the Rangers, and we'll step away and take a timeout.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as that was number 4, Reeser shaking up on the play, and he seems to be okay. So it was just one of those stops, and kind of an unfortunate stop for Northwest because they actually had the ball and was moving forward. I wouldn't say they had the advantage, but it was maybe stopped a little too soon in the opportunity, in my opinion. But that would be a break for the Indians in that case. And, of course, you do want to look out for the well-being of the player because he might have been in the angle of attack. So it's darn if you do, darn if you don't start it. That's going to be a foul on number 9 for ICC. That's going to be El Sheikh. So this one's sent ahead. The Indians step in front of it. This ball's going to be sent back to midfield. Now this is going to be a foot race here, but a smart play by the keeper. If the keeper doesn't come up and make a movement towards the ball, El Sheikh probably, who has great speed, probably does continue to chase the ball and has the opportunity to 1v1 there. Indians have it. This is Dearsley with it now. He's going to drop it back. Morris drops it off to Castro. Castro just couldn't quite find a foot on it. El Sheikh knocked to the ground. The official says play on as Castro comes through, and it's going to be sent out of bounds. Last touch by the Rangers. You got 5:45 to go here. 3 subs coming in for ICC. 6 is Belk checking back into the contest. He'll replace Dearsley. You've got 20, Davin Sanders into the contest. And then 12, Osvaldo Gonzalez. He'll replace Castro. And El Sheikh, number 9, will also check out of the contest there for the Indians. Those substitutions being brought to you by the ICC Wesley Foundation. They meet on Tuesday nights. They're located across the street from the Davis Event Center. As the Rangers have it, they trail 1-0 with 5 minutes to play until halftime. Opportunity here for the Rangers, trying to get out in transition, go out wide with it, but it's a little bit too far on the touch. And the ball will go back to the Indians. Well, the Rangers have had some opportunities. They just not taking some good angles on some of these touches, and ICC has been able to take advantage. Indians want to reverse the pitch to the opposite side now. 1-0, Indians with the lead. Sent across the middle now, quick touch back, but a great job being in the right spot at the right time by the Rangers. That ball sent out of bounds. A fan on his phone, dip, duck, dodges, and dives out of the way, as that ball was sent his way in a hurry. Ball will head to the ditch, and they'll get the ball over from the sideline.
Hey, Ryan, though. Ryan, don't just run every time. Look to check down, too, as well. Ryan, let him run. Great habit.
As this ball sent ahead, it's going to be a tough one here, but the Indians do find it somehow. Now ICC looking to go on the attack. That's Gonzalez with it. Leaves it back now to Belk. Aiden trying to go to work. It's being closely guarded there by the Rangers. Had a man he could have checked it off to, but instead decided to keep it to himself. Now he's going to send it out wide. That's going to be Alfredo with it, I believe. And now the Rangers simply take it away, and now it's coming back to midfield. Northwest trying to give chase. The Indians grabbing a jersey there, but the official says play on in this situation. Opportunity here to find the tire, but said tire, but should have been an equalizer. As he went to strike, and that was a brilliant idea, but Mahan just tall enough to get a fingertip on that one and break it up and get the save. 3:08 to go here until halftime, and it's 1-0 ICC. So it'll be a corner kick coming up here for the Rangers, an opportunity to find the equalizer here. Inside 3 minutes of play. Instead, they're going to let it go up top and reset the attack here. Interesting option there for the Rangers. Now they squeeze it ahead, and the Indians simply take that one away. Trying to take the top off the defense are the Indians. That's Eli Kitchens. Kitchens sends this one ahead to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gives chase, but a smart play there by Thompson to come up and make the play on the ball versus waiting for it to come to him. And the Indians miss a good opportunity there. So it's a small game of keep away here. Now the Rangers with it. This is Torsen with it now. Wants to go out wide to Barnes. Barnes backs it up and resets now.
That's what we need to happen more times. That has to happen more times. That is the perfect. That is what we.
And the Indians simply take that one away. But the Rangers get it back. Anything you can do, I can do better on that one. And there's another save for Mahan. So the Indians put a foot into this one. See if they can find a way to build on this 1-0 advantage heading into the break. But instead, the Rangers now flip the field, trying to find that equalizer, looking to go over the top, and just maybe a miscommunication between the Rangers there as we come up now on a minute to play until halftime. So the Indians with it, send it ahead, nobody there, just directly to a Northwest player, but couldn't control it, and the ball back to ICC. That's Kitchens. Kitchen wants to strike from distance. Not a bad idea in the closing seconds of this one, as you kick it looking into the sun, could easily lose it. But maybe he thought it was a little bit closer to being halftime than it was. Now the Indians get it back. Sanders now back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez sends it out wide. 20 seconds to play. Indians swing it back up top. This is Morris. Morris got to create some space here. 13 seconds to go. And now they're going to try to get it inside, looking to weave his way through traffic. Cuts through, looking to strike, and that was going to be another save. And Will Thompson has been the MVP for Northwest here in the first half. It's a 1-0 contest in favor of the Indians here at halftime, but if Thompson, he's made some crafty saves here in the first half. If not, this is easily big time in control of the Indians. So if you're a Northwest fan, you're going into halftime down 1-0, but happy to do so. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll check out some of the volleyball action going on over at the Davis Event Center. Little Caesars halftime report. Back with more right after this.
We need more thin crust!
What topping should we get?
To the decision wheel. Come on, Billy.
Mama wants some.
Italian sausage. And green pepper.
These neighbors are weird.
Get a large 2-topping thin crust pizza for $8.99. Order online for pickup or delivery. Pizza.
Yes. Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
What toppings should we get?
To the decision wheel. Come on, Dilly. Italian sausage. And green pepper.
These neighbors are weird.
Get a large 2-topping thin crust pizza for $8.99. Order online for pickup or delivery.
Pizza.
Yes.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We look live now over at the Davis Event Center, right across from us here at the soccer complex as we get set for volleyball action here for the remainder. I think about 12 minutes, so I say give you about 10 minutes look at that. But, yeah, scoring's pretty easy so far. It came at the 27-11 mark of the first half, and it was a PK by Lashley to be able to score that one. Take a look at shots on goal for the Indians today. That's been 10 of those, and then they've got 2 saves on the day. For the Rangers, it's 3 shots and 9 saves. So we talked about the play of Will Thompson in the first half. He has been extremely impressive so far here again for the Indians. So again, we're looking live over at the Davis Event Center over on the Blue Channel. We do want to invite you tomorrow night here at the Davis Event Center starting at 7 o'clock. We talked about it a little bit. But we're going to have guest speaker Coach Mark Potter. I always want to say Porter just because I'm used to
Welcome
my buddy
back,
Mark
ICC
Potter,
fans. If you're just tuning in,
we'll now
ICC
take it to
took
it.
the
But
first set of the day.
Let me kind of pod that down and tell you about tomorrow night's event. Coach Mark Potter coming in. He's going to talk about the Psyllic epidemic. It's going to be a presentation on mental health, and it is free to the public. Open to the public. Anybody can come. It's a great opportunity to bring youth groups, your high school teams, friends, anybody like that in that sense as well. That'll be tomorrow night at 7 o'clock here at the Davis Event Center. Again, free to the public. Anybody can come to it. It will not be live streamed because, well, that's what Coach Potter does for a living, so we don't want to take away from that. But we do invite everyone to come out. Your score here at halftime, 1-0 in favor of the Indians. Let's go check out some volleyball, and Michael Upton with the call.
Bevel unable to handle that, so much like in set 1, the first point goes in to ICC. And have another quick change here as, let's see, number 23, Upchurch will check in for Jones. And this is going to be Hamill stepping back to serve for ICC. Sends it over. Bevel with the dig out, a return from the left side, a strong shot. White tries to make the block, but it comes off her fingertips. And so quickly tied up at 1-1 here in the second set. Serve will go to Bevel, and this will be number 10, Ella Michael King. I think this is the first time we've seen her today. She steps back to serve. Kind of a weird spin, and it drops, unfortunately, for her into the net. ICC takes advantage. Another quick substitution as number 7, Aubrey Swanson, comes in place of number 9, Griffin. So this is going to be number 1, Bree Lyons, your freshman, stepping back to serve for the Indians. Bevel digs out, sends back over on the third. Lyon digs that return, set up on the right side. Strong shot from Church. Bevel unable to handle that. Point goes to ICC. Your Indians now lead this second set 3-1. Lyons stepping back to center court to serve again. Her shot goes over. Bevel setting up for a return from the right side. ICC able to handle this. Goes back a little too far, have to get it over on the third attempt. Bevel setting up for a strong shot from the center, and that was powered down by number 12, Olivia Marceau. So seeing a few new faces in for Bevel this time. And now Marceau will step back to serve. ICC digs out, sets up on the left side for Swanson. She gets it over, comes off of a Bevel defender. Point for ICC. Swanson having a good day at the line so far. Quick check-in for ICC. This is going to be Stegall coming back in place of White. And now Woolbright will step back to the left corner to serve for ICC, leading 4-2. Bevel digs out her serve, sets up in the center. Strong shot there from Stevenson for Bevel. Woolbright unable to handle that. Comes off sideways off her arm. So serve back to Bevel. They're making some substitutions on their end. This will be number 8, Callie Williams, stepping back to serve for Bevel. Down 4-3 in this second set. ICC with the dig out by Swanson. Set back up to Swanson on the left side. Bevel struggling, but able to get it just barely over, but into the net. And so violation there, with calling that a lift. ICC able to take advantage of that. Check-in, 2 check-ins for ICC. That's going to be Baker and Jones checking back in. Jones will go back and prepare to serve, the sophomore from Killen, Alabama. ICC up 5-3 in this second set. Her shot in, set up on the right side, almost into Coach McGregor. My, good footwork to get out of the way there. ICC extends their lead 6-3. And Jones will continue to serve from the back right corner for the Indians. Serve over, kind of a flat return there by the libero. They have to get it over on their third attempt. IC set up for a strong attack in the middle. Dug out nicely by Bevel, setting up for their right side, a little tap over. ICC a dig, a set to the right side to Baker. She goes with the tap. Back line ready for strong, and a block on the front. That is Baker and Stegall working together for the nice block. Keeps the serve with ICC, now leading 7-3. Jones will continue to serve from the back right corner. Dug out by Bevel, set to the right side. Stevenson attempts to slap it in. It just rolls over the net enough, and no one from the Indians can get a hold of that one. So that breaks the ICC serve. Your score now, ICC 7, Bevel 3 in this second set. ICC won your first set, 25-22. Looking to take the commanding 2-0 lead in this set. This will be 13, Molly Schultz serving for Bevel. Jump serve, dug out by Baker. Set up to the middle, Lyons. She has got a lot of power, but sometimes that control is just not where we want it to be. So that one goes long and right, gives the point to Bevel. Now down 7-4. Schultz continue to serve from the back line for Bevel. Baker able to dig that one out. A little communication issue for the Indians, but they are able to get it back over for the third. Bevel setting up for the right side. A little tap. ICC digging alive. Oh, it just makes it over. So Bevel attempting to get their third shot over with a little tap. Again, these little light taps and finding the holes in the defense. ICC had a big hole, and number 14, Alana Key, noticed that. She just made a little drop shot in. So Bevel has cut the lead to 1, now down 7-6. Jump serve again for Schultz. Baker digs out, a set up to the, well, not sure, a little miscommunication, but they get it over. Bevel from the right side. ICC looking to set this one up for an attack from Baker. Blocked by Bevel. ICC keeping it alive. Attack by Swanson. Dug out high by Bevel. Trying to get it over in their third. ICC setting up for an attack here. Swanson again on the right side. Bevel again with a block and a dig. Slaps over, and unfortunately just again in that spot. And now Coach McGregor needs to take a timeout with the score tied 7-7. We will take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by our friends at Renaissance Bank. We appreciate all they do for ICC athletics.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Schultz continues to serve from the back left corner for Bevel. Official signal they're ready to go. Dug out by ICC. Set on the right side for Swanson. Powers it in. But judge says it's a little long. Doesn't land in. So Bevel takes their first lead of the entire day. Now leading 8-7 in this second set. Schultz serves. Dug out by ICC. Lions will come from the back line. Bevel able to control that. Prepare for attack from the right side. And there's 14, Key again. She is beginning to get very strong on that front left corner for Bevel. ICC going to find a way to stop that. Now find themselves down 9-7 in this second set of the day. Schultz serves. Lions digs out, little attempt at the line. Bevel preparing to come back over on their third attempt. And all the magic going their way. That looked like it was going to go out wide. Just dropped right in on the line. So now Bevel leading 10-7 in this second set. Schultz continuing to work from the back left corner, And that one comes off the side of her hand, goes out. There's the break ICC needed to break the momentum. Swanson will check out for ICC. Griffin will check in and take the serve, with ICC now finding themselves down 10-8 in this second set. Griffin serve goes over. Set up for an attack. And a strong in the middle again, this time from Stevenson. That Bevel front line beginning to come alive and find some power, find some holes in the ICC defense. Stevenson off that kill will step back to serve, with Bevel leading 11-8 in this second set of the day. Stevenson serve over. Woolbright digs out. ICC struggling, but does get it back over on the third attempt. Set up for the corner. Nice block by Stegall. Now back over by Bevel. ICC setting up for the center. Stegall with the power. Bevel digging that one out. Shot over. Got to get this one over. Baker does. Bevel setting up for an attack from again. Oh, this time nicely blocked. Key went for that power off the corner. This time Baker, the sophomore, really stepping up today, finding a good spot there with that block. Sends the serve back to ICC. Woolbright will check out. Stegall will go back to serve. Tap over by Bevel. ICC able to handle it. Lions off the left side. A block, but Bevel still keeping the ball alive. Again, Key. Baker blocks her again. Bevel getting back over. ICC setting up for an attack on the right side, giving Baker a shot here. A block attempt. ICC keeps it alive. Bevel working to keep their own. Again, back to Key. Kind of a slap shot, but ICC keeps alive. Baker attempting to go right side again. Bevel digging that out. Furious rally here from both sides. The longest one we've seen in the second set. This time going to be White with the attack. And it finally finds a hole in the Bevel defense.
We need more thin crust.
To the decision wheel. Toppings.
Oh, Mama wants some.
Italian sausage and green pepper. Order a large two-topping thin crust online for $8.99.
Pizza.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Show your school spirit with our exclusive debit cards. Represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 your score here at the break. ICC with the lead thanks to a PK successfully converted that time by Gage Lashley. I always got to pause myself on that because you got Bones Lashley, Blake Lashley, who is an assistant coach, former player here. That's his brother. So I don't ever want to insult Gage and call him his brother. So we're just awaiting the restart here to be a First American National Bank kick to start us off here to belong to Northwest to start it. So the Indians in red kits and the Rangers in all white. 1-0 is your score here if you're just now joining us. Lady Indians dropped a tough 2-0 decision to the number 3 team in the country, Northwest, but again, they were looking for a little bit of national respect. They thought they should have snuck into the rankings this week. Well, I think even though in the 2-0 loss, they still earned some respect as that was a battle between two of the top teams in the country. Northwest with it now, looking to go on the attack. Rangers trying to find the equalizer, but it was taken away. Indians with it now, trying to see if they can tack on one of those insurance goals here. Of course, when we talk about that, we talk about our local insurance agent, Brandon Poland, State Farm agent there, as this one's going to be popped up, and a kick there. No, too tall. So had a chance off the deflection, then another kick on it, but just couldn't quite get it in. So a break there for the Rangers as that ball goes into the new practice area behind us over there at soccer. It's been a nice addition here to the ICC complex. And the referee's going to come over and say something to Coach Lashley. Going to explain the situation as Coach Lashley is getting a little vocal with him over there and kind of wanted an explanation of what happened. And wow, both coach and referee patted each other on the back, smiled, and walked away. Good sportsmanship there. Might be why it's a little chilly today. So the Rangers will have it now, going to work, trailing this one 1-0 here in the second half. 43-17 to go until full time here. Crowd has thinned out dramatically from the first match of the day. Indians with it, looking to go to work, going over the top this time. This is going to be Connerly with it. Connerly's trying to find someone to go with him. Now wants to send it on the cross over the middle. Broken up nicely there by the Rangers. Rangers going to try to quickly turn around and get it back, but the Indians were there. Oh, just swing and a miss on trying to boot that ball forward. Would have been a great opportunity for the Indians, but I'm going to say out of bounds, last touched by the Indians. So 42-30 to go. Again, we're starting the second half here. ICC leads at 1-0. Do want to remind everyone that if you're looking for volleyball, it's over on the Blue Channel. The match tomorrow against MUW has been postponed and will be rescheduled. We're waiting for the official time on that one to announce that rescheduling. Referee says play on here. Indians with it, try to leave it ahead to Lashley. Lashley weaving his way through traffic. Oh, had another step, and he would have gotten through that defensive line there, but instead the ball will stay with the Indians. Looking to go on the cross here, broke it up beautifully there as that was number 13, Vogues Hopped. Close enough. I get the thumbs up. This one's going to be cleared out again. And Rangers keep it in play now, trying to see if they can get the Indians kind of watching, sending this one ahead. An opportunity here, but a nice job by the Indians sprinting back and breaking up that opportunity there for the Rangers. Well, that was a good hustle play by the Rangers on the other end just to see if they can possibly catch the Indians napping, thinking it was going to go out of bounds. Almost did so, but the Indians' back line defensively did a great job there to keep it alive. Rangers with it. Been one of their longest possessions on their side of the pitch so far here in the second half. They trail at 1-0 with 41 minutes to play here in the second half. Rangers give chase. The Indians step in front of it, keep it alive here. And now ICC with an opportunity here. This is going to be Thomas. Thomas fires, and it's in. So a nice job there as 40-43 to go here. Thomas with the goal, and looking at possibly Russell Brown, I believe, with the assist. That's what we're going to unofficially go with right now. And now the Indians lead this one 2-0. Big goal there for the Indians, give them a little bit of breathing room now. Of course, anytime ICC and Northwest gets together, crazy things tend to happen, and well, you just don't want to take the, well, thank you, Coach. That's exactly what I was going to say. You don't want to take your foot off the pedal, as Coach Lashley said, the level don't drop right now with a 2-0 advantage. And that's going to be a foul on the Indians, and it's going to be a great opportunity here for the Rangers to come back with a free kick here. And you're going to see the Indians do what every team does. They're going to stand close and make the referee step off their yardage and give their defense a chance to kind of reset themselves here. Yep, they're about 5 yards back. Now he's going to walk them back to 10. And so this will be a free kick coming up here for the Rangers. We'll see who elects to take it here. It is going to be number 8. He fires this one, and it's going to be saved by Mahan. Great save there. Good job of putting that one on frame by the Rangers. Now ICC trying to get out in transition here. And it's going to be offside. Good call, easy call there. I'm actually going to say he was out of bounds when he kicked it. Either one would have been the correct call. The Indians getting a little too aggressive going down the pitch that time, so that'll be a break there for the Rangers. Inside 40 minutes to play now in the contest. ICC leads this one 2-0. This ball sent ahead. And the Rangers going to elect to just send this one back and have a total reset here offensively.
Come on, White. Come on, White.
And the ball's going to slowly roll out of bounds.
Step up. Hey, Owen, that's too wide.
So the Rangers with it, looking to go to work, trying to cut this lead in half. They trail 2-0. There's 38-12 to go in the contest. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it should remain with the Rangers, and it will.
Seconds here. Seconds here. Aiden, side over.
And getting ready to put this one back in place. Sorry, folks, having to take care of a little bit more duties away from the broadcast.
Well done, Joel.
As step away for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for that. As the Indians have the ball, they're in the red kits, Northwest in the all-white. Indians try to take the top off the defense, and a smart decision again by Will Thompson to come up and play that one. Northwest coaches wanting to put the ball in play a little bit quicker to see if they can catch ICC out of position defensively. Didn't get a good kick on it. Now here come the Indians. Over the middle they go with it. Ball pop free. Still loose on the pitch. Good no call there by the official. It looked like that time Thompson just kind of got tripped up on himself. As they said, play on in that situation as he fell to the ground. Now here come the Rangers. Opportunity here. This is going to be Burton with the ball. Now squeezes this one ahead. That's going to be Sandoval, and it's just going to be cleared back into the parking lot. There's a fan that's walking out there and don't realize the ball's chasing her down from behind, and they'll get one in play that is nearby. So that one heads all the way over to the baseball field. The Air Force Base doing some test flights. And they are low to the ground, folks. I believe those are Apache helicopters flying overhead. That's one of the unique things about campus here is the Air Force Base out of Columbus. They use the waterway as kind of a guidance to do some of their test flights, and every once in a while you get some fighter jets flying over, but today you're getting the Apache helicopters flying through, so that's a rare sight there, or at least this time of day. Now, I don't live too far from here. What's really creepy is when they do their night testing and they're low enough to it shakes your house at night. And they don't ever do it at 8, 9 o'clock. It's going to be 10, 11, 11:30. Yeah, absolutely. They want total darkness in that case, and you hear it, and then it's gone. So the Indians with it, still leading this one 2-0. A nice little give and go touch there by the Indians, but a good adjustment there by the Rangers. I believe that was Sandoval making the great play on the play there. As he just did a good job of recovering defensively to find the ball after a good give and go by the Indians. So it'll be a throw in by ICC. So it'll be 15 ready to toss this one in. That's going to be Russell Brown, the conference player of the week this week. We'll have a little bit more on that for you on Let's Go ICC.com. This ball sent ahead, and it's going to be headed, and they're going to see if they're going to call it a corner. They're going to call it a goal kick coming up here for the Rangers. Good job there defensively by number 10 for the Rangers. That's Burton. Didn't necessarily be able to out-jump the ICC player, but what he did was stood his ground and went straight up instead of jumping into the player, and so it took away his angle of attack. Coming up on 32 minutes. ICC leading this one 2-0 here over Northwest. Now the Indians with the opportunity here, and great defensive play. That was 13 for the Rangers. Vokes Hop to take that one away. Indians, though, get the loose ball back. Loose ball then eventually goes right back to the Rangers. Anything you can do, I can do better in that exchange. And then the Indians boot it free, but the Rangers there for it. Then Lashley steps in front of it. Gage with it now, wanting to go one-on-one, but the defense quickly collapsed around him and sent it back out wide. So now this ball goes ahead. Indians with it, trying to build on this 2-0 advantage. Oh, man, wide open that time. Just could not find the ball was Ian Thomas. But the Indians do a good job of hustling and taking it back. Indians now set it up in the middle of the pitch. That's Aiden Belk with it. Now wants to reverse it to the opposite side. Owen Anforth with it. This is Brown looking to go to work. Nobody there. This one's going to be cleared out. And it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Rangers. So ICC with a quick throw in. Strike from distance. Header is too tall. Good idea. Good cross. But Reed Connerly just couldn't quite get on top of the ball enough to put that one on frame. Great recognition, though, on the part, I believe that was Anforth, who sent that one forward. And sent a pretty good one. Coming up now on 30 minutes. Indians still lead this one 2-0. Tried to force that one ahead. This ball's popped free. A chance for the Rangers to make something happen here, but instead the Indians are going to clear that one back out. He tried to send it ahead, bounced off the Ranger player, and almost turned into an opportunity there for Northwest. So now the Rangers with it. This one cleared out nicely there by Alfredo. And that one broken up by Thomas. And Thomas forcing him to retreat now, sends it ahead. Over the middle they go. Going to try to send this one back to the Rangers, and ICC clears it out. Good defense there by the Indians to eventually get that one and try to send it up the pitch, but then the Rangers in the right spot at the right time to take that one away. So the Rangers with it, trying to break this lead in half, sends this one ahead, but just sent it a little bit too wide that time. And just a stalling tactic there, if you will. You're going to be able to leave the ball in play until a Ranger player comes close to it. That's what any and every team would do with the lead in that situation. As Mahan punts this one down the pitch. This one sent ahead, and now here come the Rangers trying to find numbers. Send it out wide, and just an unfortunate bounce there for the Rangers. Ends up at the feet of the Indians. The Indians try to clear it out, but nobody there. And the Rangers in the right spot at the right time, but then they return the favor, send it ahead with nobody there for the Rangers. Now the Indians send this one forward. Rangers break it up. And this one trying to go over the top of the defense. A pair of Indians there. As Alfredo kicks that one away, then it's just going to be sent out of bounds. Good hustle again. Been very impressed with the play of Thorson today. As that one goes into the trees, and I think you're starting to see a lot of teams, or both these teams, get a little winded here as neither one of them in a hurry to go get the ball. And a lot of hands on the hips right now, trying to find some of that extra breath. Inside 28 minutes to play now. ICC still leads this one 2-0, and they're going to ask for a stoppage. They need a ball, and they're going to get it in from the keeper. So it'll be a throw in here for the Rangers. Trying to find a way to cut this lead in half, of the Indians lead now 2-0. the Indians get the turnover here, trying to sprint out down the pitch. Northwest coaches wanted their foul after they thought they were going to give them the continuation on it. And they're going to call a foul on the Indians here, so got a player down for the Rangers. Right, we're getting ready for send some subs in here on this next opportunity. Is that was Rushing that was shaken up on the play. Rushing will come out, and Reeser will come in. And then the Indians, they're going to get in a substitution, go to a 1-for-1 action here, as this is going to be 17. Favela coming into the contest. And checking out will be 25, Ian Thomas. Coming home, 27 minutes to play. ICC continues to lead this one 2-0. And that ball is going to be deflected out of bounds, and it will stay with ICC as it rolls away. And ball's on the other side over there, and now the Indians going to have to chase it down. There is one on the opposite side of the goal from the keeper over there.
Stop the clock, stop, please, ref.
I say, really surprised the referee is not
Hey, he's taking 30 seconds.
decided to stop the clock here. And I'm with Coach Sullivan. I mean, if you're ICC, you most definitely take all the time you can take in this situation if the referee's not going to stop the clock. So the Indians took full advantage of that. Looking to go back post with it. Indians charged in a little bit too strong as it gets away. This ball's going to be sent ahead, and the Rangers are going to keep it alive down the side, but eventually it will go out of bounds and back to ICC.
Step up! Step up!
So it'll be a throw in here for the Indians.
Hey, Katie, you ready to cheat this? Make sure it goes the watch.
And the Indians taking a lot of time throwing the ball in. I'm really surprised the referees continue to give them this much time to get the ball in, but if they're not going to call it, then play it the way they're calling it in that situation. Alfredo's going to chase this one down, sends it back. Rangers going to try to come up, put some pressure on here. Indians try to reverse the pitch. One side to the other. This one sent ahead, and now ICC with numbers on the far side. Good recovery there by the Rangers. And then taken away cleanly. Belk didn't like the no whistle, but it was a good play defensively to get it back for the Rangers. Lashley has it now, tries to send it ahead, and it will go out of bounds to be a goal kick coming up here for the Indians. Got a substitution coming in here for the Rangers. This is going to be number 17 into the contest. Caples checking out is going to be 19, Smith. And those substitutions being brought to you by Bank Oklahoma. John Harrod and all the fine folks out of Bank Oklahoma. Proud to sponsor today's action here on the ICC Sports Network. And that's going to be a easy call there on the Indians as shoved him in the back, and Aiden Belk trying to plead his case here, and he's going to walk away, and I thought the referee was going to put a card on him that time, but he did not. Belk a little upset, thought he got the business on the other end, but I too, like the referee, thought it was a pretty good defensive play to take it away from him. And then Belk, a little frustrated, came in and gave a little shove on the chase that time. Shadows continue to stretch across the ICC soccer complex. As this ball sent ahead, broken up by the Indians, kept alive by the Rangers, and this one sent deep into the tree line behind the net. And looks like we'll get our substitution in here for the Indians. This will be number 3, Braden Walters, into the contest. And I believe he'll check out Aiden Belk, and that is going to be the case. 6 is going to check out there for the Indians. Still 2-0 your score here in favor of ICC. trying to earn a split today after the 2-0 win in the first match of the day by the Lady Rangers over the Lady Indians. That was the number 3 team in the country.
Seconds here.
If you missed that match, you missed a good one, folks. Good hustle there to keep that one alive by the Rangers. Everybody else was watching and thinking it was going out of bounds. That young man didn't give up on it. Now the Rangers trying to get it forward. Lost track of the ball, and ICC is going to try to send it ahead. Deflected away and kept alive there by the Rangers, but nothing but red shirts around waiting for it. This ball sent to midfield. Rangers clean it up there. Indians win the second ball, and now here comes ICC over the top. Beautiful send there. This one's going to be too strong. Great release as he got behind that back line after the pass was released. It was one of those, he might have been expecting a whistle, but he was a clean release there. One of those, if he puts it on a rope or on a line, that's a 3-0 contest, so a break there for the Rangers. Coming up now on 22 minutes left to play. ICC maintaining this 2-0 advantage. Nice pass over the middle there. Now here comes the Rangers, in a smart play by Mahan just to come up and clean that one up and send it out of bounds and allow the defense to reset on what will be a corner kick here. Rangers will have number 10, Burton, to send in this corner opportunity. Rangers really hoping to be able to find this one, to be able to cut into this lead and get a little bit of momentum going their way. You're starting to see it shift towards Northwest here over the last few minutes. Line drive and easily cleaned up that time by the Indians. Oh, check's here, and they're going to try to see if he was offside. He said he was not. And the Indians kind of arguing amongst themselves there. That was a big-time break as that young man went unmarked that time, and I think he was even surprised how open he was and just couldn't put that one on frame.
Second ball here.
And the Indians are going to send in some substitutions. In will be number 5, Hogan Payne, and number 25, Ian Thomas. It'll be 13 and 10, Lashley and Connerly checking out. This ball's going to go out of bounds, and it should be off the arm of Northwest, and it was. Nobody there for the Indians. They try to just turn that one over the middle, easily taken away there by the Rangers now. But the Indians going to get it back at midfield. They're going to check it back. Rangers trying to come up and make some plays, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it will go back to Northwest. So you're starting to see a little bit more intensity out of this Rangers defense. Still a lot of time left in the match, 19:41 to play. So it'll be a throw in here for Northwest, and they quickly chunk that one in. And a quick touch ahead with the Indians, break it up nicely, trying to clear this one back out to midfield. Northwest lets it settle. Still loose, and the Indians eventually take it over. Thomas tries to flip to the opposite side of the pitch, and it's taken away, but ends up at the feet of Brown somehow. And now Russell looking to go to work here for the Indians. Brown steps into that one. Cross, oh, beautiful cross there. Just could not get that one on frame, as that was Ian Thomas looking to put a strike on that one. So it'll be a goal kick coming up here for the Rangers. Like the Thompson trying to give his teammates a chance to catch their breath. 18 and a half to play in this one. Still 2-0 Indians.
Josh, take it. Josh, take
So it'll be a free kick coming up here for the Indians.
Come on, Braxton. Hey, with your runners white. With your runners white.
And the Indians put a foot into this one. A little bit too tall, trying to go to the backside, and ooh, Thompson lost it for a second, but a great job recovering to fall back on top of it. And now the Rangers want to try to get down the pitch in a hurry here, but just sends that one a bit too far. Good idea to try to see if they can catch the Indians not back defensively, but just a little bit too far on the send that time by the keeper.
Cut the line. Cut the line.
This one's sent ahead. Alfredo's now is going to keep it alive for the Indians. ICC is going to send it back and reset through Ethan Scott. Scott flips the side of the pitch over to Hodgson. Now he wants to take the top off the defense, but nobody there. It's smart play by Thompson to come up and make a play on the ball. 17 minutes now to play in this one.
We got to step up, White.
So the Indians just going to send this one back to Mahan. He's going to survey the defense and send it right back now. Brown with it. Tries to squeeze this one forward. Nobody there for the Indians, so that'll be easily cleaned up there for the Rangers. 16.5 now to play as they let it go out of bounds, so it'll be a goal kick coming up here. We do have a substitution in. This will be Braxton Harris for the Rangers. He'll be checking in wearing number 1. Checking out will be number 20 for the Rangers. That is going to be Sandoval checking out there. Those substitutions being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They meet Monday nights at 7:07. Encourage ICC students to join them for Monday night service. So the Rangers with it now, looking to go to work. Rangers kind of just playing almost like a game of hacky sack there at midfield, keeping it away from the Indians. Now they squeeze it ahead. Opportunity here for the Rangers. Squeeze this one forward, and the Indians clear it out. Good job there by ICC to clear it out and allow the defense to reset there. That was good work on the part of the Rangers to have that opportunity, but negated by the great defensive play. Coming up on 15 minutes to play in this one. ICC maintaining its 2-0 lead here over the Rangers. Still a lot of time to play. And that throw in easily taken there by the keeper.
Drop White.
As this ball sent ahead, broken up. Second ball, though, won by the Indians. Send it back to midfield, and they're going to let Alfredo get it. Now sends it ahead. Indians try to go forward, but this one is going to be sent ahead. It's going to stay in bounds, chase for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Rangers. Substitutions in here for ICC. 6 and 10 checking in. That's Aiden Belk and Gage Lashley. It'll be 17 and 8 out. That is Luke Dearsley and Jorge Favela. Probably saying that last name wrong. If I am, I apologize. This ball is going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Rangers.
Hey, who's there?
Indians wanting to reverse the pitch, and the ball looked like my tee shot. Had a wicked slice on it. Sending this ball ahead, looking to go back post. Nobody there for the Indians. Chase is put on, and the keeper Thompson will step in front of that one and keep it with the Rangers. Rangers with it, send this one ahead. Broken up nicely there by the Indians. Now ICC wanting to go to work. That's Thomas with it now. Thomas on the far side of the pitch. Now trying to dribble back across the middle. Looking to go backside to Lashley. Lashley tries to let it settle. looking to go to work, tries to get a little too fancy with the footwork there. The Rangers break it up, but the Indians able to keep it at the feet of Belk. Belk tries to send it across, broken up there, but the Indians will keep possession. Thomas wants to leave this one out wide. Indians try to squeeze it inside, but they're going to say that'll be a goal kick coming up. Lucky may have went out of bounds, but he showed offside, so Indians, that's what we'll go with, offside. That's what he showed, so that's what we're going to say. Twelve and a half minutes to play in this one. ICC maintains its 2-0 advantage. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it will stay with the Indians. Alfredo getting set to throw this one does so, finds Thomas. Thomas pops the ball over the head of the defender, tries to do it a second time and does so, and eventually just rolls into the hands of the keeper. This ball sent deep into that coverage for the Rangers. Looks like volleyball has closed things out today with a 3-0 win over Bevel State. ICC will be on the road Friday at Northwest in volleyball, so that'll be a big-time region matchup there. ICC's already picked up one win inside region play. That was the first ever meeting with Northeast. It was a 3-1 win. That ball somehow stayed in bounds. Both teams were standing around watching it, and then you hear both coaches kind of scream and say, go after it, and so we're going to have a player check out in this situation here for the Rangers. So that's going to be Reeser, and then Rushing checking in. We do apologize that our Nat Sound mic picked up that conversation as they were heading off the field. So the Indians clean that one up now. They have it at midfield, wanting to try to go back across the middle. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication on who that was intended for. This ball bouncing around and will end up at the feet of the Rangers. And now here comes an opportunity here for Northwest to get this one up the pitch in a hurry. And this one goes down. You can't just let it go, assume it's going to go out of bounds. We've seen it twice today where it's decided to roll and stay in bounds. Coming up on 10 minutes to play in this one, ICC keeping its 2-0 lead. It was a PK in the first half by Lashley and a goal by Thomas off an assist from Brown. That makes it a 2-0 lead now in favor of the Indians. So Guerrero throws that one in. Now the Indians with it. This is Thomas. Ball just wouldn't go with him. He tried to turn that time. The ball decided to stay put. So he's got to back it back out and reset the attack here for the Indians. Looking to try to go on the cross there, and it's a header up, and that's going to be a foul on the Indians. Easy call there is put that shoulder into the back of the Northwest player as if he was trying to go for the ball. As Capel's a little slow to get up after that. And they're going to ask for a stoppage, and this will be one of those they're asking if he got hit in the head, and they're going to say he did since he stopped the play. He's going to have to check out, and that's something they used to enforce a lot in soccer, but over the last few years have kind of not consistently enforced it, I guess you can say. As, nope, they're going to leave Capels in. They signaled for him to go off, but he never did. I'll tell you what, number 13, Vogelshoff just weaving his way through traffic, no issues there, and eventually just the ball gets away from him. So Indians with it, leading 2-0, 8:45 to play in this one. I tell people, if you ever want to know exactly how long 45 minutes feels, come sit through a soccer match. I'm not saying that in a insulting way, but any other time in life, 45 minutes flies by, whether you're driving, no matter what you're doing, unless it's a Monday on a work day. But you'll look up at the clock, expect it to be like 2 minutes left, and it's still like 13 minutes left. But there is 8.5 to play in this one. We do have a substitution coming in for the Indians. Kyle Morris wearing number 14. He'll sub in, and subbing out, I believe, will be number 15. That's going to be Russell Brown for the Indians. So it'll be a throw in here for the Indians on the far side of the pitch. That ball's loose now. The Rangers collected on the far side, looking to go to work. Fancy footwork, looking to go for someone on the backside. Nothing there. That's got to be a foul, and it is. There was no doubt about that one. That just looked like a failed attempt at leapfrog. Here's the thing, though. I like the aggressiveness. You're down 2-0. You got to try to make something happen, and you never know when a referee might fall asleep. But if he falls asleep on that one, it's pretty bad because, like I said, nothing malicious, but he was just trying to make something happen for his team. 50-50 ball up in the air here and being fought for, and pretty much the same thing that Northwest just did on the other side the Indians did there. So anything you can do, I can do better in the exchange. As they send this one ahead directly to Alfredo, easily taken away there. Now the Indians trying to go over the top of the defense again. That really just hasn't been there today for the Indians. Maybe once early going, but for the most part, Northwest has done a good job adjusting to the Indians' attack. So ICC with it now. Indians can afford to take a little bit of air out of the ball here. 6.5 to play. They do lead it 2-0. Still a lot of time left in this one. The Indians right now, they're trying to play a little bit of a game, but keep away before they go on the attack, and now they send it inside looking for Thomas. Take it away there by the Rangers. The ball's going to go out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in here for Northwest, and that's a handful of jersey right there in front of the referee. Easy call. And that's going to be a card. It's actually going to be on ICC and Northwest. So 7 for the Rangers and 14 for the Indians. And the young man from Northwest pleading his case to his coach, saying that he didn't say anything, but to be fair, whether it be ICC or Northwest, the referee did warn everybody about the chirping earlier in the match, and once you kind of get that warning, you just got to walk away from it. And I think that's the reason why he gave 2 yellows in that situation, because ICC was just as guilty as Northwest. So it was a ball going to be sent out of bounds, and it will stay with the Indians. 5.5 to play here in this one. ICC still up 2-0. Alfredo getting set to throw this one in. Can't really find anyone he wants to send it to. Now advances it forward to Thomas. Thomas tried to do a back heel kick there, but came up empty. And Butt does fight it back and get it back from the Indians, but a good job defensively for the Rangers to take it back on their end. ICC, though, easily gets it back after the poor touch, just gives it right back. So anything you can do, I can do better in the exchange there. Indians with it. Inside 5 minutes now. Want to go opposite side of the pitch. This is Alfredo looking to go to work here for the Indians. Goes with a soft touch, and that one offline, actually on top of the net that time. And so it'll be a goal kick coming up here for the Rangers. 4.5 to play. Brian, I'm just going to say this. I didn't get lunch today, so breakfast is worn off a long time ago. I believe Little Caesars is going to be on the menu tonight here. Little Caesars, a proud sponsor of ICC Athletics. As the Indians with it now, trying to hold tight for this last 4 minutes to play in the contest. They lead it 2-0. Thing about it is, crazy thing in soccer is 4 minutes don't seem like a long time, but man, you can score in a hurry, especially off back-to-back goal opportunities, because that happens more often than people realize. And now the Indians again want to try to go over the top of this one. And you see a little pushing and shoving going on between both teams, and going to call on the Indians, and that's going to be another card on ICC for a kick after the play. That's going to be on 5, Payne. Second time we've seen the Indians get carded for that. And you just got to know better. Even though you felt like you might have got pushed in the back to start with and gets called for the foul, you just got to step away, and because those cards are totaled up on you throughout the season. Indians have it now, 3.5 to play. Thomas with it, drops it off in the middle. Now wants to send it back out wide. This is Walters with it for the Indians. Looking to go on the attack, didn't have anything. Now wants to back it back out and reset here for ICC. Walters gets it back, now sends it in the middle. That's Lashley. Lashley weaving his way through traffic. Now sends it out wide. Payne with it. And the Rangers take it away. And that time the ball gets away from the Rangers, and ICC able to get it back. It's a little sloppy play here in the final minutes of this one. Inside 3 minutes to go. ICC still leading it 2-0. Looking to go backside to Alfredo. Alfredo's going to give chase, but can't find the angle on it to be able to get to it. And he's going to run away from it, let the ball continue to roll, and Northwest chase it now with 2.5 minutes to play in this one. Fredo takes it away. Now the Indians get it. Thomas with it, looking to go to work. Didn't like anything. Wisely backs it back out and allow the offense to reset the attack here with 2 minutes to play. Indians squeeze this one out wide. Quickly away from the defender. An opportunity here for the Indians. Leave it to Lashley, and Lashley, no. Just sends that one too high. Well, we've seen the opportunity a couple of times today for the Indians to have shots like that they've just put too much foot underneath it and pop it up and out of play. So a big-time break there for the Rangers to keep it at 2-0. Although now time becoming a major issue here for Northwest with 1.5 minutes to play in the contest. Rangers with it. Indians making a play on the ball, and they're going to call a foul here. And yeah, the referees probably be happy to see this final minute to run off here as players starting to get a little chirpy amongst each other. Indians with it, send it ahead to Lashley. Lashley, beautiful touch here. Opportunity for the Indians. Dribbling in and looking to strike. No, great defense by the Rangers to force the Indians to retreat. And it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick coming up here for ICC. 35 seconds to go here. Lashley will trot over for this corner kick. But the Indians will hang on to win this one to get the split with Northwest today in soccer action. As Lashley will just simply touch this one in. ICC is just going to see if they can dribble the air out of this one. It's going to go out of bounds. There'll be another corner kick coming up here with 10 seconds. So that's going to do it as we're going to wrap things up here in this one. ICC picks up another conference win to move to 2-0 inside conference play with a 2-0 victory here over Northwest. That's going to do it for our broadcast this afternoon. We appreciate everyone tuning in. We hope to see you next time here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef,
Needs more lavender.
a wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.